Okay, hi everybody. We're just going to do look through a simple question here, multiplying these two binomials together. But notice that there's a radical in each one of those. Now, some of you might look at this immediately and notice that these are conjugates of each other, and so that means something about how the result is going to work here. But maybe you don't here. So let's just take a quick look at this and walk it through. We've got a binomial times a binomial here, so I'm going to multiply that first root x by both terms um, in the second binomial. So root x times root x is going to end up being root x squared. And then root x times 3. Now remember, I can multiply radicands together, but that 3 isn't under a radical. So basically, it's going to take the form of, take on the position of the quotient. Or not quotient. Whoa. Coefficient. Sorry about that. The quotient of the root x here. Then I'm going to move on to that second term in that first binomial, and I'm going to distribute it through. So negative 3 times root x, again, the negative 3 is going to take the position of the coefficient. Whoops. And so that'll be negative 3 root x. And then negative 3 times positive 3 is going to be negative 9. Okay, and now what I've got here is I've got the square root of x squared, which is going to be x. Now, it is a little bit more complicated than that. I will recognize that. There might be people out there that are going to kind of call foul on this and say, well, wait a minute. But for the time being, for the purposes of this particular question, that's as far as I want to go. 3 root x minus 3 root x, those are going to disappear. It's because these are conjugates of each other. And then I'm left with the negative 9, so x minus 9. So multiplying an expression by its conjugate, if it's a binomial, multiplying by its conjugate is a good way of removing a radical if it's in one of those terms there. And that's a tool that we would use later on in the context of this course.